Imagine making $100,000 a year, yet still worrying every month about paying your bills. It sounds unbelievable, but it's more common than many people realize. Across the United States, people at every income level struggle financially. Some earn modest salaries and steadily build wealth. Others earn 2 or 3 times as much but remain trapped in a paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. So what's the difference? It's rarely just income. More often, it's the financial decisions people make every day. Small habits, repeated over months and years, can quietly determine whether your money grows or disappears. In today's video, we're covering 10 money mistakes that keep millions of Americans broke. These mistakes affect people of every income level, and avoiding them could have a bigger impact than getting your next raise. Make sure you stay until the end, because the final mistake is one that even high-income professionals make, and it can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, lifestyle inflation. Have you ever noticed how every raise seems to disappear? This is called lifestyle inflation. When people earn more money, they often increase their spending just as quickly. A bigger paycheck leads to a bigger apartment, a newer car, more subscriptions, more restaurant meals, more expensive vacations. Before long, every extra dollar has already been spent. The problem isn't enjoying life. The problem is increasing expenses faster than your wealth. Imagine 2 coworkers. Both receive a $10,000 raise. The first person upgrades nearly everything in their lifestyle. The second person continues living much the same way and automatically invests part of every paycheck. 5 years later, the difference between those 2 decisions could be tens of thousands of dollars. Building wealth isn't always about earning more. Sometimes it's simply about keeping more of what you already earn. Here's a practical habit you can start today. The next time your income increases, decide in advance where every extra dollar will go. Maybe half goes toward investing. Some goes into your emergency fund. A small portion can absolutely be used to improve your lifestyle. The important part is making that decision before your spending makes it for you. Mistake number 2, buying things to impress other people. Social media has changed the way many people spend money. Every day we're shown expensive vacations, restarted luxury homes, designer clothes, new gadgets, and picture-perfect lifestyles. What we don't see are the credit card balances, the loans, the financial stress, or the years of debt that may be behind those purchases. Trying to keep up with other people is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. True wealth often looks surprisingly ordinary. Many financially successful people drive reliable cars, avoid unnecessary debt, and focus more on growing investments than showing off expensive possessions. The next time you're about to make a large purchase, ask yourself one simple question. Am I buying this because it improves my life, or because I want other people to notice it? That one question can save thousands of dollars over time. Mistake number 3, depending too much on credit cards. Credit cards aren't the enemy. Used responsibly, they can offer convenience, fraud protection, and rewards. The problem starts when spending becomes disconnected from reality. Research has shown that people often spend more when using credit instead of cash because the payment feels less immediate. Then comes interest. A purchase that originally cost $100 can end up costing significantly more if the balance isn't paid off promptly. Many people fall into a cycle of paying only the minimum amount due. The balance barely shrinks, interest keeps accumulating, and debt quietly grows month after month. If you're already carrying a balance, creating a repayment plan can make a meaningful difference. Whether you prioritize the highest interest rate first or focus on paying off smaller balances for motivation, consistency matters more than perfection. Every dollar of high-interest debt you eliminate gives your future income more room to work for you instead of for the lender. But even people who avoid debt can still face a major financial setback. Mistake number 4, not having an emergency fund. Life has a way of creating unexpected expenses. Your car needs a major repair. Your phone suddenly stops working. The question isn't whether unexpected expenses will happen. The question is whether you are financially prepared when they do. Without an emergency fund, many people turn small problems into bigger financial problems. A $1,000 emergency can become months of credit card payments. A temporary setback can become long-term debt. An emergency fund gives you something extremely valuable: options. It allows you to handle problems without immediately borrowing money. Many financial experts recommend building toward 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. But the most important step is simply starting. You don't need thousands of dollars on day one. Start with a small target. Maybe your first goal is $500, then $1,000, then 1 month of expenses. Small amounts consistently saved can create a powerful financial safety net. Mistake number 6, waiting too long to invest. One of the biggest financial mistakes people make is waiting too long to start investing. Many people think investing is something they should do later, after they earn more, after they buy a house, after they pay off everything. But time is one of the greatest advantages an investor can have. The reason is compound growth. When your money earns returns, those returns can begin earning returns of their own. Over long periods, this snowball effect can become extremely powerful. Imagine 2 people. One starts investing in their 20s and contributes consistently. The other waits until their 40s and tries to catch up. Even if the second person invests larger amounts, they may struggle to match the advantage created by starting earlier. Time in the market is often more important than trying to perfectly predict the market. Mistake number 7, buying too much car. A car is one of the biggest purchases most people make, but many Americans make the mistake of buying a vehicle based on what they qualify for instead of what they can comfortably afford. Just because a lender approves a large loan doesn't mean that loan is good for your finances. A high car payment affects everything else. It reduces how much you can save, it reduces how much you can invest, and it can keep you locked into years of monthly payments. The true cost of a car is not just the payment, it's insurance, maintenance, fuel, repairs, depreciation. A reliable vehicle that gets you where you need to go can often be a smarter financial decision than an expensive vehicle that creates stress. Before buying a car, ask yourself, will this purchase help me build wealth? Or will it delay my financial goals? Mistake number 8, ignoring small expenses. Most people don't go broke because of one massive financial mistake. They go broke because of hundreds of small decisions repeated over time. A $5 coffee, a few food deliveries every week, unused subscriptions, impulse purchases online. Each expense feels too small to matter, but small expenses become dangerous when they happen automatically. Mistake number 9, not increasing your financial knowledge. One of the most expensive mistakes people make is refusing to learn about money. Many people spend years learning skills for their career, but spend almost no time learning how money works. They don't understand investing. They don't understand taxes. They don't understand retirement accounts. They don't understand how debt really works. And this lack of knowledge can be extremely costly. The good news is that financial education is more accessible than ever. You can learn about personal finance through books, podcasts, videos, and online resources. You don't need to become a professional investor. You don't need to understand every financial product. But understanding the basics can completely change your decisions. Learn how compound growth works. Learn how to manage credit. Learn how taxes affect your income. Learn how to create a financial plan. The more knowledge you gain, the fewer expensive mistakes you make. Money skills are like any other skill. They improve with practice. Mistake number 10, waiting for the perfect time to start. The final mistake may be the biggest one, waiting. Many people know they should save more. They know they should invest. They know they should create a budget. But they keep waiting for the perfect moment. I'll start when I earn more money. I'll invest when the market is better. I'll fix my finances next month. The problem is that the perfect time rarely arrives. There will always be expenses. There will always be uncertainty. There will always be reasons to delay. Saving a small amount every month is better than having a perfect plan that never begins. Learning one financial concept today is better than knowing nothing a year from now.